So now we're going to show the supported lower trap raise, or what some people call like a trap 3-4 raise. So just like with all the back movements, we're going to do scapular depression and retraction first. So we're going to teach this as one independent motion, back down, back up, back down. Now we're going to do 2 steps, so retract and elevate. We're going to go to 45 degrees from the torso. Optimally, we want to be able to see the ear under the arm. Back down, and now 1 motion. Good. And one of the reasons why we want to retract and really focus on contracting the trap 3-4 complex initially is we're trying to get the scapula to move down to rotate into the right position, and we don't want the upper traps to be too active. So one cue is when you're teaching this, never touch a muscle that you don't want them to activate. If I tap her on the upper trap, then neurologically she's going to want to raise her shoulder in the improper direction. So we always want to tap the client where they need to retract. So retract there and lift that up. And back down. Great. We can also do this with 2 dumbbells at the same time, but I would always go 1 arm at a time and then progress to 2 arms at a time. And the same thing, we want to tap where we want them to retract and now lift. We're going to lift in a Y shape and then back down. And that's good. And so if your client cannot lift the smallest dumbbells, then what we can do is we can utilize fractional plates as well. So what we want to do initially is we want to put the thumb in the hole, and that removes the length of the lever arm. So we'll try that first. Retract and up. Great, back down. Once the client can do a sufficient number of reps there, then we can take and we can extend and increase the load by extending the lever arm. Good. And the goal eventually is not to have them continuously do it in 1-2 movements. The goal is to have them do it all at 1 movement, just like on a pull-up, just like on a row. One of the cues that I like to use once they can get those 2 pieces together is to teach them to squeeze the armpit and then go up, and that tends to inhibit the upper trap from firing too much. So squeeze your armpit and go. Great. Now this isn't an exercise you're going to use a lot of weight on. Typically in the realm of structural balance, we want to use around 10% for about 8 to 10 reps of your close grip bench.